My name is Anna. I moved to a small village 2 years ago with my husband Max. We wanted to live closer to nature. There is fresh air, a river, and a beautiful forest nearby. It's a peaceful here, and we love it. We plan to have children soon, and we think this is the best place for them to grow up. We met your neighbors soon after moving. Their names are Johan and Lisa. They are the same age as us and they don't have kids either. We started doing the thing together. We go on picnic and sometimes we look for mushroom in the forest. Life was simple and everything was great. John works far away. He has a leave for weeks or even months for his job. Lisa often feels lonely when John is away. He has to leave for weeks or even months for his job. Lisa often feels lonely when John is away. We started asking for help with different things around the house. Max and I always try to help her. I noticed that she started asking Max for help more and more. She would ask him to fix something in her house or help her with the garden. At first, I did not think anything of it. Max is always kind and I trust him. But then I saw something strange. Lisa started wearing different clothes when Max was around. Instead of normal house clothes, she wore fancy dresses and she always smiled at Max in a way I did not like. I tried not to worry, but deep down I felt uneasy. Max did not seem to notice anything at first. He thought he was just helping a neighbor. But then he started staying at Lisa's house longer than usual. I would wait for him, wondering what was taking so long. He told me he was just helping with small things, but I could feel something was wrong. One day I asked Max, "Why do you spend so much time with Lisa?" He looked surprised and said, "I am just helping her out. She needs help with her house because John is away." I nodded, but I did not feel better. I started to watch them more closely. When Max went to Lisa's house, I would find reason to visit too. I wanted to see what was going on. Every time I went over, Lisa would act like everything was fine. But I could see how she looked at Max. It was not friendly anymore. There was something more in her eyes, something that made me uncomfortable. One evening, Max came home late. Again, I asked him why he was late. He told me he was helping Lisa fix her car. I did not believe him. I did not say anything, but I knew something was going on. I could not stop thinking about it. I started dreaming about Lisa. In my dreams, she would try to take Max away from me. I woke up feeling angry and scared. I knew I had to talk to Max again, but it did not now. One day I saw Max and Lisa taking outside. They were standing too close and Lisa was laughing. My heart started beating fast. I could not take it anymore. I went outside and asked them what was going on. Lisa smiled at me, but it was not a friendly smile. "Oh, Anna, we were just talking about the garden," she said. I looked at Max. He did not say anything. He looked quite guilty. That night, I told Max how I felt. I told him I did not like the way Lisa was behaving, and I did not like how much time he spent with her. Max was quiet for a while. Then he said, I am sorry, Anna. I did not realize how much it was bothering. I feel a little better, but I still was not sure if I could trust him completely. From that day on, Max tried to avoid Lisa. He stopped going on her house gate often, as I noticed that Lisa started spending more time alone. Weeks passed and things seemed to go back to normal. But I still think about what happened. I trust Max, but I did not trust Lisa. I know he wanted something more, and I am glad I said something before it went too far. Even though Max promised to stop helping Lisa so much, I still felt uneasy. Every time he went outside, I worried that Lisa would come by. I did not want to be the kind of wife who always watched her husband, but he could not help it. One day Lisa came over to our house. She had a cake in her hands and smiled sweetly. Hi Anna, she said, I made this for you and Max. I hope you like it. I smiled back, trying to be polite. Thank you, Lisa, I said, taking the cake. Is Max home? She asked, looking around the trying to see if he was inside. I wanted to say no, but I knew Max was just in the next room. Yes, here, I said, feeling my heart beat faster. But he is busy right now. Lisa looked disappointed, but quickly smiled again. Oh, okay. I'll leave you to enjoy the cake. Let me know if you need anything. She waved and left. I closed the door and felt that strange mix of real life. I did not want to let Lisa get between Max and me, but she seemed to keep trying to stay close to him. That night, I told Max about how Lisa came over with a cake. He laughed a little and said, I think she's just being friendly. You don't have to worry, but I was not so sure. Lisa smiles, and her way of taking to Max did not seem friendly to me. I decided that the best thing to do was to keep a distance from her. The next week, Max went back to his usual routine of helping around the house, working in the garden, and spending time with me. I felt happy that things were returning to normal. We talked more, went on walks together, and everything seemed fine again. But one day, while Max was at work, I saw Lisa at the store. She came over and said, You know, Anna, your husband is very helpful. I don't know what I would do without him. Her words made me uncomfortable, but I smiled. Polity, yes, he's a good man.